Hello, I hope you're all well and welcome back to Voice of Fire Tarot. This reading today will be about what Spirit wants you to know right now. So as usual, there will be 4 groups to choose from. So if you select the first group, you will be picking this Fluorite crystal. If you select the second group, it will be the Selenite wand. For the third group, it will be this Amethyst Prism or Pyramid. And if you select the fourth group, it will be this clear quartz. Okay, so take your time, use your intuition, pause the video if necessary, and select which group or groups most resonate with you. Remember, there could be more than one. Please also remember that these are general readings, so just take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Please also remember to like, share, and subscribe as well if you wish to do so. All right, thank you, and I will see you at your reading. Goodbye. Hello Group 1 and welcome to your reading. You chose this lovely piece of Fluorite crystal, and this reading will be about what Spirit wants you to know right now. Okay, so anything that they want you to know right now. And I'm feeling already that I was getting an image when I was meditating for your reading. I was seeing like categories. It's like a line of squares, and it's like you were selecting something, or it's to do with how you categorize things and possibly how you organize things in your life. And I just feel that Spirit wants you to give you a tremendous amount of clarity about that. So it's something to do with organization and categories. That's what I'm picking up as the first sort of thing. So I'm going to go into the tarot now. So I'm connecting to Spirit. So Spirit, please, for Group 1, can you tell me, what would you like them to know right now? What's important for them to know right now, please, in Group 1? Oh. Okay. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Temperance card, again, which is about balancing, alchemy, mixing, having the right mixtures and the right balance of things. Okay, that's one meaning of it anyway. There's various meanings of it, depending on the context of the reading. So to begin, we have the Page of Pentacles, followed by the 7 of Cups, followed by the King of Cups. So yeah, for the middle card we have here is the 7 of Cups. And I do believe that you're weighing up things at the moment. You're trying to make a decision about something, and there's many options before you, and you're possibly finding it difficult to pick which kind of direction to go or where to place your attention. That is what I would say. So what this message is really about, it's about you having a single focus on something that's really important to you. It doesn't mean that you neglect everything else in your life. It means what Spirit wants you to do is to pick something. From this array of different options available, it's like they want you to pick something and go forward with it. And really go forward with it, really put your attention on it, and make it tangible on the earth plane. This is a messenger, it's a Page of Pentacles, and Pentacles is to do with obviously the earth element, and it's to do with the 3D, the 3-dimensional, and things that are tangible and things that are real to us. So I feel at the moment, Spirit is recognizing that you have a lot of ideas, a lot of different things in the pipeline, but at the moment they don't seem real. It feels that they're intangible, but they are intangible at the moment, but they're kind of in the ether, in the unreal, in other dimensions. So Spirit really wants you to bring these out. But in order to do that, what they're telling me is that and I'm being drawn actually to this middle cup. I don't know if you can see. It's got like a red light or something glowing around it. And it's like, this is the option to pick. This is what they're telling me. This is the option for you to pick, to focus on right now. So something really important to focus on right now and to select and to work on, or to put your attention on, I would say. And what this will do, this will bring you a lot of emotional balance. This will start to balance things out, and you will finally start to be able to focus on things, to focus on what it is you really, really want to do. So this could be anything. This could be to do with a career, or it could be to do with a business, anything like that. It might be to do with that, it might be to do with something else, but it's something that needs your attention. And what this will do, by doing this process of selecting, you will get a lot of emotional balance, and you will feel more in control of where you are with your emotions as well. All right. Okay, so I'm going to get a bit more information about this message now from Spirit. Okay, Spirit, more information please about what you would like people in group 1 to know right now. Okay. Okay. So we have the Empress. Beautiful card, Major Arcana, the Empress. Again, to do with the element of Earth, to do with Gaia, to do with Earth, to do with things that are real on Earth as well. Very creative card as well. We have the number 3. And then we have the 10 of Cups. Lovely. This is very much to do with harmony and emotional harmony, I would say, as well. And then we have the 9 of Cups. Okay. And again, when I was meditating, I was visualizing loads of different things in a line, or it could be squares in a line for you to pick. This is kind of, this looks like you've selected it and you're happy with the decision that you've made. This is what I'm seeing here. But what they're saying is you need to make a decision, and when you make that decision, you really need to work on it, make it something wonderful, really be creative with it, make it something beautiful. And this central card, what I'm seeing here now, actually looking at it, is where you had possibly confusion, illusion, things that are scattered, they're now again in a line. All these things in a line along the rainbow. Okay. And that's like Spirit giving you the nod and saying, yes, you've made the right decision, go with it. And, you know, one thing will develop into more things, and you'll be able to see a really, really clear path along that rainbow. And when you select this particular thing you want to do, you will be kind of on a higher frequency as well. It's like you're in tune with what your soul wants you to do, and it will feel really, really right. And this is where this 10 of Cups comes in. It's like you feel really, really right about it as well. Okay. Right. I'm going to get some oracles now just to explain this a bit further. So I'm going to use this lovely deck. I think it's called the Cosmic Reading Cards, or the Cosmic Oracle deck. I'm not sure which one. I will put, as usual, I put all the details in the comments below, or in the about section below, of what decks I use for each reading. Okay, so what do you want people in group 1 to know right now, Spirit? We have walk your truth. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely a path that they want you to walk along. And remember what I said about you being in tune with your soul, what it is you feel you really want to do. And this is what walking your truth is about. And this hand is like glowing, and it's forging a path for you. And it's it's like a path towards your destiny, or what feels right. So yeah, definitely picking a selection, something that's right for you. And it's like you're birthing some sort of creation that just feels right and feels lovely as well. Okay, I'm going to get another oracle card now. I'm going to use this Hidden Worlds, and again, this is lovely imagery, this deck, this Hidden Worlds oracle deck. Okay, we have Insight, number 22, This is the master builder number in numerology, number 22. The master builder, it's about building things. It's very spiritual as well. So magical tools, writing, star crafting. Wow. So yeah, this page of pentacles here, again, he's an earth messenger, and he's an intellectual. He's a very, he's into the esotericism, possibly kind of mystical things as well, in a tangible way. So there could be some sort of book you're creating, or something to do with writing, or even it might not be writing, just something you're creating, but something you're creating that is real. It's not just in your imagination, it's not just in the ether, it's real on earth. And this is what this is doing. What they're doing, they're trying to give you like a practical element to this. What Spirit is saying, they want you to be practical about this now. It's time to bring down these ideas that you've got, bring them down into something unified, select what it is you want to do, what direction you want to go into, and start creating. And yeah, this is something really, really magical. Possibly it could be to do with some sort of message that they want you to deliver through your writing. So it could be through writing, it could be through composing music, it could be through art. It doesn't have to be anything artistic either. It could be anything that you're creating, but something that you feel aligns with your soul path and your soul mission as well. So they're saying this is the time for you to do it. It's really important for you to select, and it's like they're trying to move you away from, I'm getting a feeling that there's maybe a bit of procrastination here with what you're doing, and they're saying now is the time to bring it down into reality, make it real, because this is really important, and it's something really wonderful that they want you to do, and it will feel really, really wonderful, and it will feel like your wishes have been accomplished through this Nine of Cups. And again, this Ten of Cups is a wonderful card. Complete emotional and spiritual harmony that I'm feeling here. All right, so that's a lovely message to begin with. So what I'm going to do for the second part of the reading, I'm just going to be asking Spirit for any additional advice that they have for you regarding this. So I'm going to select this other oracle deck, sorry, not other oracle deck, other tarot deck, just to highlight. Please, Spirit, can you tell me what more advice have you got for people in group 1 regarding this, please? Okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles, followed by the Judgment card, followed by the High Priestess. Wow. I'm really feeling that there's a kind of a spiritual slant on this, and it could be something to do with your spiritual journey or your spiritual mission as well. And I think, yes, you are tuning in. As you see with the Ten of Cups, I really feel that you're tuning in to quite a high vibration, that you're bringing through something to communicate to the world in a really tangible way. And it's something that will create a lot of abundance for you. With this Ace of Pentacles, I'm seeing a new door here in the garden, but there's also new financial opportunity. Just a feeling of security and structure and abundance in your life. So it's to do with the feeling of it as well. And this Judgment card, I feel like they're saying, it's like calling you to arms. It's time to stop. It's like they're saying it's time to stop procrastinating. It's time just to do it. They want you to just go on with it and do it. And with this High Priestess, I was talking about your soul before, your soul path. So I feel with this High Priestess, you're really tuning into something that your soul desires, something that really, really feels right to you on a really, really deep soul level. And this is what this High Priestess is about. I feel that it's also a nod that any of you who have some sort of psychic ability, whether it's obvious or whether it's latent, they want you to really tune into that to the best of your ability, really tune into that psychic ability, because by doing that, you will get these, I call them downloads, you'll get them really, really clear, and this will kind of guide your path as well towards which decision they want you to make. It could be a subject area that they want you to focus on in order to bring this thing down onto earth and make it really abundant for you. But the main message here is they're saying now is the time. This judgment card is really telling me now is the time to really just to do this. And they want you to receive guidance from them. They want you to, Spirit wants you to rely on Spirit. Possibly it could be, you know, the angelic realms, it could be your guides, but they want you to be communicating in that way. So any psychic ability that you have, they want you to really tap into it, because this is where you get this valuable information from. Wow, this is powerful. So I'm going to get a bit more information about this advice, additional advice that Spirit has for you, Group 1, about what they want you to know right now. It just feels like a lot of relief. They're bringing in a feeling of relief for you after a long time of really not knowing where you're going with this thing. And this is wonderful. We have the Empress card on the bottom. Okay, so it's like everything that's in the ether, you're beginning to create and make really beautiful and wonderful on earth. So we have the King of Pentacles. So yes, this is about grounding it. This is about grounding and feeling comfortable, starting to feel financially comfortable. Not just financially, but really feeling comfortable three-dimensionally, feeling that you have purpose, feeling that you know where you're going. And then we have the Four of Swords. And we have the Queen of Wands. Wow. This, to me, this Queen of Wands, this is bringing out your inner, creative, dynamic, confident self. So they really, really wanting you to tap into your soul. It's kind of like your soul path. They really want you to tune into that. And what will happen is you'll start to discover things about yourself that are really wonderful. You discover charisma, confidence, all that stuff that you didn't really know existed to that extent. I believe this Four of Swords, what it's showing is that you don't have to really stress about, when I've talked about using your psychic abilities, you don't have to stress about it. They want you to be in a very, very relaxed state in regards to your mind. This is about structure, number 4, but mainly it's about letting your mind be in that calm space to receive from Spirit. If the mind is busy and confused, it's very, very difficult for Spirit to give messages, for you to receive the messages. So this is really about clearing your mind of confusion. So this could be through meditation. It could be through some sort of affirmation you make before you go to sleep at night, that you want to receive some sort of message or clarity from Spirit. But this is what they're saying. It's really important that your mind is clear and calm for this to happen, for you to receive this information and this guidance from Spirit. Okay, so I'm just going to get some final words of wisdom from the Oracle cards about this now. Okay, Spirit, what advice do you have for people in Group 1, please? Additional advice. We have be still. Yes, this is what I said with the mind. Really important to be still, and by being still, it doesn't mean that nothing is happening. It means that you being still, you're allowing a lot to happen around you. You see this figure, this blue figure, it's very calm. This is color of calm, and all this stuff has gone on around this person, this woman, I think it is, this woman in this card. All this wonderful colors, all these vibrations, everything she's just receiving by just being still and being in that space. So it's really important to create that sacred space for yourself in order to receive this message and to receive these messages and to receive this guidance as well. So one final card, please, Spirit, about this. We have the leap. ecstasy, bliss, belief. So yeah, this is alluding really to that sense of relief that I was feeling. This by being still and just allowing yourself to receive and really focusing on one particular important thing, you will get a massive sense of relief. And remember I said about creating this sacred space for yourself. There's a massive space around this person, and you will feel a massive sense of relief. And yeah, this will actually help you to believe more. And you will feel a massive sense of freedom from doing this. So they really want you to tap into that frequency of freedom, of being still, of receiving. And this will really, really help your creativity and really, really help you to get what it is you want, or what it is you want to create, really, really tangible and abundant and prosperous on the earth plane. Okay. So thank you, group one. A very, very magical reading to begin. If you liked it, please like, share, and subscribe. And again, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. Hello, group two, and welcome to your reading. This reading will be about what Spirit wants you to know right now. Okay, and for this reading, you chose this lovely Selenite wand. Okay. Now, what's really strange and what's really interesting is that when I was meditating for your reading, as I usually do, I lit an incense. And at the point that I lit the incense, I heard a kind of a rustling, like something, it's like I lit the incense in another part of the room. It was like burning or rustling or something. And it was about 2 feet to the left of me, which would be your right. So it was nowhere near where the incense was being burned. And I'm looking at that particular area where I was drawn to, and I couldn't see anything that could be causing that particular noise. So I felt that was very, very strange. Also, it's a very grey, still day. There's no wind at all, and it's very quiet as well. So I feel that Spirit was probably drawing me, with you especially, group two, to something that I hadn't had my attention on. So in your case, this could be Spirit drawing you to something that you haven't had your attention on. And it's like there's a particular area in your life, possibly, that you haven't given attention to. And there's a lot of activity going on there. There's something going on there. A lot is happening there. And it's like Spirit is trying to draw your attention to it, to something you haven't noticed before. And there's a lot happening there, but it's like it's beneath your nose, but you haven't noticed it. So that was a really, really strange thing that happened to me just now as I was meditating on your reading. So let's see how that shows up in the tarot. So firstly, I'm going to use my original tarot deck just to ask, please. Spirit, can you, well, I'm connecting to group two, so can you tell me, what do you want people in group two to know right now? What do you want them to know right now, please? Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles, followed by the Strength card, followed by the Wheel of Fortune. An interesting start. I'm just drawn to the bushes in this Nine of Pentacles card. So in the bushes, you have a lot of wildlife, insects, all sorts of things that are happening. In these bushes that you see a bush and we don't realize how much life is in there, the amount of insects, the amount of things that are going on, not just insects but other things, animals, all these sorts of things that are happening in these bushes, but they're hidden in the bushes, they're hidden away. And it's almost like this Nine of Pentacles is them symbolically kind of showing up as well. There's all these options, all these different things are starting to show up. So I do feel it's something quite positive in that respect. Now, it's interesting we got this Strength card. I will get some clarity about this Strength card. It's like Spirit is trying to draw your attention to an area of your life where you need to possibly show a bit more strength, or something that you need to take control of, I should say, an area of your life that you need to take control of. And I feel with this Wheel of Fortune, this is an area of your life. If you do this particular thing, if you take control and you see what is happening in an area of your life that you haven't really taken notice of before, this will affect the way the way this Wheel of Fortune turns. Okay. Whether it be, hopefully towards abundance. This is what we want. So I believe that by looking on this area of life that you haven't seen, you will be able to affect this Wheel of Fortune in a positive way. But it's to do with that. So it's a very intriguing way to start the reading. So I'm going to get a bit more information about it. So I'm getting a huge sense of independence coming from this reading. Independence and strength that needs to be brought out, possibly in a particular situation that's happening right now. And it's a need for you to notice parts of your life that you possibly, maybe because you've been too busy or you haven't wanted to face, there's bits of your life that they want you to draw your attention to, because this is affecting how this Wheel of Fortune is spinning for you. Okay. So let's have a little look. Spirits, please can I have more information for group 2 about what it is you want them to know, please. What do you need them to know right now? And they really, really want you to know this, because I've got the judgment. This angel, Archangel Gabriel, is blowing his trumpet and he's awakening these people who seem to be coming out of the graves, and it's like he's giving them a new lease of life, I would say. It's like they're drawing you to some kind of mission or something. So we have the Page of Pentacles, followed by the King of Pentacles, followed by the Five of Swords. Okay, so I've seen this Five of Swords and all these people's heads have turned and they're not looking at something. And it's quite murky as well. There's something that you need to put your attention to. It could be to do with a person in your life or some sort of activity. Could be to do with the workplace. A feeling it could be to do with the workplace. Something that's going on in your workplace that you need to give some more, I would say, more precise attention to. And by doing this, what will happen is you will uncover something and this will benefit you greatly. And because of this, you will see all these options and all these things that are happening with this Nine of Pentacles, and you'll be able to, it's kind of the message here is the Page of Pentacles. You're actually lifting something out and you're able to focus on it. This is symbolically you focusing on that thing that you kind of haven't looked at, and you're getting a lot more clarity about it. And by doing this, you will start to become a lot more grounded in your reality, because your attention has been placed on things that were previously murky. And these things, if they're left, if you don't put your attention on them, these things can fester and they can get more and more, start to cause more eruptions, I would say, eruptions in areas of your life. So what they want you to do is address it, kind of bring it out. But I feel that by doing that, the outcome will be positive for you. So it might be possible that if there might be some people in your life that might need to hear a few home truths, possibly. That might be just for a few of you. It doesn't necessarily mean that you cut them off. It just means that you might need to be a bit more direct, show a bit more strength with these particular people, make them know where they stand, and this will free you and make you feel a lot more stronger and enable you to go on much more powerfully in your life. And then this Wheel of Fortune, I feel that this might be a bit rusted up at the moment because of this, because of you not looking at areas of your life that need attention drawn to them. And yeah, you will start to you'll start to see certain truths that you didn't really realize before, or you didn't really want to face, and this will free you by doing this. Okay. I get the image of somebody lifting their head out of the sand and they're seeing things as they really are. So for example, it could be a decision you find in this particular thing. It could, could be a decision, oh, maybe I need to change a certain way I do things. It could be changing a workplace. I'm not saying that you should, stop your job or give it a job. I'm not saying anything like that. What it might do is just redirect your attention. So you might be in a position where you start thinking, oh, hold on, I might need to promote myself in this particular way in my job, or I might need to start looking for while I have a job, is to start looking for something else while I have that security, so you don't be in a situation where you have no job, if you know what I mean. So what this is doing is enabling you to plan better because you have more information. So it's about making a more informed decision about what you're doing because you have all the information, because you've taken notice of things in your life that you didn't before. It's about having panoramic vision, I would say, but I think you're going to need some strength in doing this. Okay, I'm going to get some oracle cards now just to get some more information about this. So I'm going to choose this deck. It's called the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle deck, just to begin. So Spirit, what do you want? Oh, that flew out. What do you want people to know right now, please? Universal flow. It is time for you to slow down, breathe, and take time to smell the roses. Yeah, I think by slowing down, you're able to notice things that are happening that you didn't know before. So you notice positive things as well as negative things that could be happening. And yeah, by smelling the roses, this is like, having kind of gratitude as well for things that you didn't know in your life that were good as well. So you are tapping into that universal flow as well. Let's see if there's any more cards that come out of this. So what do you want, Spirit, what do you want people to know right now? So angel numbers flipped out. That's interesting. We had the Archangel Gabriel on the bottom of the deck. So pay attention to the signs. Your angels are trying to deliver a message. Okay. So yeah, I feel that this bush here with this Nine of Pentacles is kind of symbolizing the hidden, things that are hidden, things that need your attention. And I feel Spirit will probably give you a bit of help with this by showing you some synchronicities. So it could be to do with numbers. It doesn't have to be to do with numbers. It could be anything that something you need to pay attention to. Because by doing this, you will get signs. Anything else that you want people in group 2 to know, please, right now? Mirror. Everything that is happening in your external life is a reflection of your inner world. Okay. Now I feel this card is possibly alluding or related to this Five of Swords. I'm seeing the mirror, so there could be some sort of, we all have it, a lot of us have it, some sort of negative thought pattern, some sort of negative perception on something. Could be on people, it could be on situations, anything like that. And by what's happening is you might possibly be projecting onto one area of your life, and it could be causing damage and you're not even knowing it. So what they're saying is to really reflect on yourself as well as what's going on externally. So that's really, really important. And what they're trying to say is by changing that inner dialogue, that negative dialogue, trying to turn it round, what's happening is by doing that, you start to attract more positive things in your life. You'll tap into the universal flow. Again, this is to do with manifestation, the Wheel of Fortune. I feel that you are probably, wonderful manifestors, but obviously we're manifesting, we can manifest things that are negative as well as positive. So your frequency is really, really important here. Because if obviously, if you're thinking bad things or negative things about people or situations, you will draw more of that to you. And I know that is much more easier said than done. So I think, yeah, there's a lot of self-reflection here and, inner reflection, kind of looking at yourself. So it could be, it could be to do with external situations, but looking at yourself at areas that you might need to kind of clean up with your energy. And yeah, that's what I'm feeling here. And yeah, this is a time you really need to pay attention to everything that is going on around you. So you will get a lot of signs. Okay, interesting start. So I want to know now, please Spirit, I'm going to use my other tower deck. And have you got any additional advice, please, for people in group 2 about what you want them to know right now? So we have the 2 of Pentacles, followed by the 2 of Swords. So we have 2 2s here. And then we have the Hermit card. Now, I had a feeling that this card would come up at some point. So yeah, this is really about deep self-reflection, self-analysis. And this lantern here is about shining a light on areas of your life that you didn't know were having an effect on this Wheel of Fortune. And these 2 cards here, this is about exercising a lot of balance. I feel that it's balance physically in terms of how you place, where you place your attention. And they're wanting you to be able to, it's kind of spanning or scanning your attention in different areas, not just focusing on one thing. They want you to have a sense of balance because everything is, there's at least 2 things that are having an effect on each other. And they want you to know, they want you to pay attention to this, because by doing that, by opening up your attention span, both internally and externally, then you will start to see the signs that this card is alluding to, this angel numbers card. Remember, pay attention to the signs. Your angels are trying to deliver a message. Okay? And we have the 2 of Swords, which is about you possibly having to make a decision about particular things in your life that you need to really pay attention to as well. There might be some certain negative things about yourself or about your environment that you need to kind of, leave behind or to change, to actually transmute the energy. You need to think about it in terms of transmuting energy. So there could be certain parts where you need to sort of elevate the frequency. The way to do this is about having that. This is to do with real deep self-analysis. You need that self-analysis to happen. It's really, really important. It's kind of taking that time to stop and see the signs, to get into that flow, to understand more about what is happening in the universe and your effect on it, on the universe, your internal self, how you affect the universe in terms of what it gives to you, whether this be positive or negative. Interesting. Right, I'd like a bit more information, please, Spirit. Further advice for people in group 2, please, about what you want them to know right now. So we have the King of Cups. We have the 2 of Pentacles as well. So yeah, it might be about really trying to, I'm seeing a lot of things to do here with balance. This is being balanced emotionally. I think your energy is really important at this time, to really trying to find a middle ground. By you might feel like you're balancing a lot, juggling a lot of things at the moment, but by practicing that, you'll be able to have much more of a plan about where you're going, and you'll be able to prioritize much more. And then we have the Moon. Wow. Okay, now this is definitely to do with the unseen. This is to do through, about seeing through illusion. All right. People might not be what you thought they were, or you might suddenly realize that you might be giving up some sort of energy that is making things quite detrimental for you. So this is really about, this Hermit is so important, and this Moon card as well. It's so important for you to do right now. They really want you to notice things around you. And this is definitely to do with balancing your own energies. It's to do with your aura as well. I feel like there's a lot of internal work that Spirit wants you to do. For some of you, you might already be doing this. You might already be aware of this. But they're just highlighting to me the importance of it. Because this is directly affecting this Wheel of Fortune. I really, really feel that, Group 2. Wow. Okay, so let's have a little look. I'm going to use this deck, I think. Spirit, have you got any more information, please? What would you like Group 2 to know right now? Any more advice about this, please, about what you want them to know right now? Shadow self. Okay. Yeah, remember I spoke about bits about yourself. Obviously facing our shadow is difficult. It's not an easy thing to do, but by doing that, the rewards will be wonderful at the end of it. It's just a difficult process at the time. So it's about really being honest with ourselves. Nobody on this earth is perfect. And we all need to look at our shadow in a way that is healthy for us, in the way, in a time or in a time length that that suits us really. But it's really, really important for you at this time. Spirit has drawn attention at this time for you to really work on the shadow. Remember, we've got the Moon, we've got the Hermit working on your shadow, and yes, you will have to exercise a lot of strength in doing this, but I believe that Spirit will give you help with that strength by finding the inner strength as well. And yes, it is about uncovering things. Uncovering things could be positive things as well. It's not just positive, it's negative things and positive things. And if you uncover negative things, you are able to, Spirit will help you to transmute the negative into the positive. It's about change as well. And it really is about tapping into that universal flow. Okay, these cards are very, very similar. This is all about the universal flow, tapping into the positive flow of abundance, positively manifesting for yourself. Wow. Anything else? Let's have a little look. I'm going to use this Kyle Grey deck, the Gateway of Light activation. Just for last word of wisdom from Spirit for Group 2. We have Arcturian light codes, evolutionary downloads, recalling power, future thinking. Okay. Remember, we've got recalling power. This is you finding your power by doing this shadow work. Okay. So yeah. It's kind of like your soul evolving in a way. It's like you're starting to learn the lessons. And yeah, it's wonderful. Okay. So yeah, what Spirit is basically trying to draw you to is really to look at yourself. There's a lot to do with self-analysis. Possibly about what you're projecting and how it's affecting what is coming back to you. This is something we all need to do. We all have the shadow self, but they're really drawing attention to you, Group 2. This is something you need to work on right now. Okay. But by doing that, the rewards will be wonderful. Okay. There is abundance coming in for you, feeling secure, feeling grounded by doing this work. Okay. So thank you very much, Group 2, for tuning in. I hope some of that at least resonated with you. If so, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment as well if you wish to do so. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. Hello Group 3 and welcome to your reading. You chose this Amethyst, Prism or Pyramid for your reading, which will be about what Spirit wants you to know right now. Okay, so let's begin with the tarot. So Spirit, please can you tell me, what do you want people in Group 3 to know right now? What would you like them to know right now? What's really important for them in Group 3, please? We have the Death card, followed by the King of Swords, followed by the Hanged Man. Now, what I'm feeling here is this is to do with flow, and it's to do with flow of mental energy. I feel that there has been a period in your life up to now that has been possibly quite chaotic, and at the moment Spirit is recognizing that you are going through some sort of transformation, or that you need to go through some sort of transformation. And we have the Death card here, which is also it's death, but in order for new things to be born and things to be rebirthed, we need death to occur. This is a transformational, scorpionic kind of energy that is really, really necessary for you right now, people in Group 3. And with this, I'm seeing the King of Swords. This will bring through immense clarity for you. And we also have the Hanged Man, which is also to do with about clarity, but it's also about surrender as well. Surrender in a very, very positive way. This is surrendering away all of that confusion, all of that inner turmoil, mental turmoil. This is like you recharging yourself and getting that power. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. Again, which is to do with flow, which is to do with the flow of mental energy and directing it towards a purpose, a really, really positive purpose for you in Group 3. So I really feel it's about you regaining your power, your mental clarity, your mental focus after a period of quite, a lot of disruption, a lot of turbulence as well. I feel that they're really drawing you to that, Group 3. Okay, so I'm going to get a little bit more information about that as well. What's interesting, what just came to me as well. Now, some of you might see this as a prism or a pyramid or anything like that. But this particular piece, as we know with prisms, in certain lights, when the sun shines on it, you actually get an array, basically the whole spectrum of light. Things start to be revealed to you, things that you didn't really see before because of confusion. But now you are being seen, you're being shown the whole spectrum. This is what just came to me. You're being shown the whole spectrum of light, what light really looks like, all the different colours. But in order for you to do this, you do need to exercise some sort of surrendering in order for you to be open to that. This Hanged Man is also about seeing things from a new or a different perspective. He's doing this by hanging upside down. And when you hang upside down, obviously you see the world in a very different way, which is what happens when you shine light or sunlight goes through a prism. Because of that process, you see all the colours of the spectrum, which you don't normally see with our naked eye or around us. So yeah, wonderful, very powerful way to start. Okay, so I'm going to get a little bit more information about this. So the people in Group 3, Spirit, what is it you want them to know right now, please? Yeah, on the bottom of the deck here, we have the Nine of Swords. So yeah, I feel that for a lot of you in this group, there's been a period of mental anxiety, which has possibly been causing a lot of things to be blinkered. because of the amount of mental turmoil and anxiety, you haven't been able to see a lot of things that are happening around you. It's like your mind has been so caught up in this, you haven't seen the true reflection, the true prism of light, if you're talking metaphorically. So underneath the Death card, we have the Knight of Swords. And then we have the Sun card. Wonderful. Remember I said about the sun shining through this prism? This is all things being illuminated to you. But in order for that to happen, I'm seeing a lot with this Knight of Swords. Yes, it's a good card, but sometimes I think in your case, possibly it might be to do with jumping to different conclusions because of an anxious, or an anxious state of mind, I would say. So there's a transformation that needs to happen, whether it's happened or not already. And yes, this clarity comes through as well, and this illumination, and it's very, very positive. And then underneath the Hanged Man, we have the Seven of Cups. Wow. So seeing things from a different perspective, by surrendering, what's happening is things are starting to be revealed to you. What I'm seeing here is like the veil is being lifted. It's almost like somebody seeing through the matrix, seeing the reality of things. They're starting to come through from other dimensions. It's like you've been in the dark before, but now things are starting to be revealed, because what you're doing by surrendering, by exercising clarity of mind, by going through the transformation, you're clearing away all that negativity in terms of your anxiety, causing that mental confusion. And then this is starting to appear out of the fog, all these different things that you didn't realize existed before. Interesting way to start. But overall, I think this process is a positive one, because we have the Sun card here, and I'm getting a really, really warm, lovely, positive feeling from this group 3. And this will give you a lot of clarity of mind, which will give you a lot of strength as well. Okay, right. So I'm going to choose some oracle cards now, just to get a bit more information on this. So firstly, I'm going to use this oracle deck. It's called Oracle of the Seven Energies. So Spirit, please can you tell me, what do people in group 3 need to know right now, please? We have beyond the ordinary. Yeah. There's a lot of things going on outside the 3D that I feel that Spirit wants you to be aware of, not just to be sort of drawn in with the mental, with what our mind sees, a logical mind. There's things around that they want you to be aware of. So as I said, yes, beyond the ordinary. We're going into other dimensions here. But bringing them through, this will actually help you to gain clarity about how things really are. So this is very, very high frequency. This is to do with your third eye and your crown chakra as well. It's that they really, really want you to work on, by clearing this mental confusion, this will start to open up your crown and your third eye, and you'll be able to see things as they really are. It's really important for you to do that right now. Okay, what I want to say is, I want to ask you now, please, Spirit, why is it important for people in group 3 to do this? Why is it important for them to see beyond the ordinary? Why is it you want them to do this right now at this time in their lives, please? Just one card to show this, please, Spirit. We have the Page of Cups. This is lovely. So I feel this Page of Cups, again, this is about things that are out of the ordinary. He's seeing this fish appear out of a cup. He's not thinking how that's impossible to do. He's just thinking, oh, what can happen next? Okay. So this, to me, this is about you tapping into your inner child, to creativity, to imagination. So this is the reason why it's so important for you to do this right now. Spirit is feeling you are now at a time in your life where it's important for you to tune in to the inner child. Okay. Two, what's beyond the ordinary. This will ignite your imagination, and things will feel a lot more magical for you. I think Spirit feels that you possibly want a bit more magic and a bit more fun and magic and all that kind of thing in your life right now. So it's important for you to tap into that. But in order for you to do that, you need to undergo a period of transformation. And in whichever way you want to do that, whether that be through counseling, through inner work, through meditation, there's all sorts of things that you could do to help you with this process. It could be to do with visualizing, all them sorts of things. There's no limits really. It's up to you in whichever way you want to do it. Okay, this is interesting. I'm going to get another card now. I'm going to put this at the top. I feel like this is possibly like, this is also like the flagship of this reading, I feel. This Page of Cups. So I'm going to get another card now just to explain this a bit further. I'm going to go back to this deck I use quite a lot, this Oracle deck by Kyle Gray, Activation, I think it's called Gateway Activation of Light. I haven't got it in front of me, the box, but I will put details of all the decks I use in the comments below, which I always do anyway. Okay, so what do you want people in group 3 to know right now, please, Spirit? We have Stellar Gateway Activation, Infinite Potential, Manifestation Vortex. Wow. This is really to do, this is higher, you know, you've got your different chakras. This is like the stellar chakra. This is above the soul star activation. Sorry, this is above the soul star. This is really, really high level, really high, you know, highly high vibration we're talking about here. And this to me is telling me that your imagination has no limits. You can manifest anything you want into your life at the moment. But by doing that, what you need to do is clear that anxiety, clear that mental baggage, and then you will be able to open up. Your imagination will be infinite. There's so much potential from that, and you'll be able to bring it down onto earth and to manifest it in a really, really magical way. You can manifest your life really, really magically, group 3. This is what Spirit is trying to say to you right now. Even though it doesn't seem like it at the moment, you are able to do this, but it just needs this death process, this transformation process to happen. Wow. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'd like to know now, Spirit, I'm just going to ask Spirit for any additional advice about this for people in group 3, please. Any additional advice for this about what you want them to know right now, please. Just going to move these cards out of the way, just so I've got room. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles, followed by the Strength card, followed by the Star card. Wow. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. So I feel, yeah, the Hierophant can be to do with rigid structures in society, but I feel what they want you to do, I feel that they're asking you to bring all this down, all this infinite potential, this manifestation, this stellar gateway kind of vibration. They want you to bring it down onto earth. So bring it, you know, the Hierophant is about bringing down the mystical, the esoteric onto earth in a really, really grounded way. That's really important for you. And I feel what they're showing at the moment, Spirit has shown me the amount that you possibly might be blocked at the moment. And I'm just seeing all 3 chakras. I'm seeing the earth, I'm seeing the heart chakra. I feel that your heart chakra might be quite important to work on, especially since we had the Page of Cups, which is a very emotional, obviously emotional card. I think it's worth working on that heart chakra. This is where the transformation needs to occur. And also on your crown chakra, really important to open that up. And I will get more information about this. We have Strength here. Okay, that's interesting. I will get more information about this card. But also we have the Star card. So I'm feeling you will start to get more information, things beyond the earth plane. So yeah, I feel some of you might have some kind of, you might have had some sort of starseed incarnations in previous lives, and information will start to come through after this transformation that we have with the death card. Information will start to come through, like in the form of downloads to you about this as well. That's for some of you in this reading. And this will just add to the magic of where you are right now, and you'll start to see the earth where you are right now in a much more magical way, and you'll feel much more connected as well to the earth. And this, to me as well, this card is about renewal. Okay, as you can see, she's feeding the earth here. But it's to me, it's like you're connected. It's like you're connected to that stellar gateway as we have up here, but also to the earth. It's also important to be grounded as well, to bring that down to earth, because the earth is also magical. And remember, we've got the prism here. There's things on earth. If you see beyond the matrix and see beyond illusion, you start to see the true colors of the world around you. As when you shine sunlight through the prism, you get the full color spectrum as well, which is what you'll start to see if you undergo this transformation. If you start to, really think about surrendering in a positive way. Wow. Right, some more information now, please, Spirit, about this. Any additional information or additional advice for people in group 3, please, about what you want them to know right now. We have the 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. So this is to do, I think in your case, it's to do with confusion, confused energy, blockages, everything's like in a kind of a mesh I see here, which is adding to, you've got energetic blockage here, and I'm seeing physical blockage here, but it's all sort of culminating all in one. And then we have Temperance. Yes, this is about balance. You've got 2 major arcanas here. So I feel this is possibly a guide that is coming in to help you. Possibly we've got the Archangel Michael coming here as well. So very much to do with, with strength, with protection as well. So he is helping you to balance as well. So by you by you surrendering, opening up to the unseen, to different perspectives, you will start to get these downloads. You will start to get this guidance from this archangel or any other kind of angel or guardian angel, and from your guide as well. I feel that this Strength card is symbolizing a guide, one of your guides that wants to help you with this process. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So yes, remember we had the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. So this Page of Pentacles is bringing it down to earth. It's having a clear vision. So seeing things with clarity as well on the earth plane. It's becoming really, really magical. Remember, he is a student of the occult as well. But it's about grounding it and just seeing the magic all around you. This is what I'm feeling here in this reading. Spirit wants you to see the magic all around you, group 3. Okay, so I'm going to get some last words of wisdom from the same oracle decks again. So Spirit, any additional advice, please, for people in group 3 about this? Okay, we have Waking the Lion. Wow. And we've got the Strength card here. Yeah, it's kind of saying that you'll have inner strength. I'm getting a lot of solar plexus energy from this as well. This will start to ignite you. Ignite your passions, your solar plexus, your drive, everything like that. Wonderful. Lovely golden colours. We've got stars as well in this colour. What's interesting as well, we have 2 triangles as well, and we have the triangle, the 3D triangle I should say, in the form of a prism or pyramid here, and it's right around his third eye, this lion, and going into his crown. And the lion is the king of the jungle, so metaphorically the lion wears a crown as well. So the last card, please, Spirit, for people in group 3. What do you want them to know right now? Any last words of advice on this, please? we have Order of Melchizedek, embraced by light, mission uncovered, don't give up. Wow. Everything's uncovered, everything's been revealed. This is wow, this is very, very high vibrational. This to me is like a new start. But a very, very it's like a new magical portal is opening up for you, people in group 3. Wonderful way to finish a very, very powerful magical reading. Well, thank you for watching, people in group 3. I hope you liked that. Please feel free to like, share and subscribe and comment as well if you wish to do so. All right, thank you for tuning in and goodbye. Hello group 4 and welcome to your reading. You chose this lovely piece of clear quartz, and this reading will be about what Spirit wants you to know right now. And as I've been meditating for your reading, I'm just seeing the image of a door, like a big door that's been held slightly ajar for you, and there's some sort of light or something coming through it. Okay, so I'm already getting quite a powerful feeling about this reading, group 4. So I'm going to ask firstly with the tarot, Spirit, for group 4, what is it that you want them to know right now, please? What do you want people in group 4 to know right now, please, Spirit? We have the 7 of Cups, followed by the King of Swords, followed by the Hierophant. Wow. This to me, I'm instantly getting the sense that your options are starting to evolve or starting to get more. Your options are being laid open to you much more. I feel that you might feel at the moment, group 4, that you might feel a bit oppressed maybe, or a bit hemmed in with the way normal structures are. When I say structures, I mean in terms of possibly education or structures in society. It could be your workplace. It could be what's going on in the world right now. You're feeling quite hemmed in, and what Spirit is saying is that there are more options, that there are more doors that are open for you. And it's really important for you right now to exercise a degree of clarity about this. Really important for you. We have this King of Swords in the center. Clarity is really important for you right now. And yeah. And this clear quartz is sort of different facets. And yeah, this is about clarity. I think it's clear, and clarity is really important for you right now. So I'm going to get some more information about this. So Spirit, please can you give me more information for group 4 in regards to what it is you want them to know right now? But thinking about this again and looking at it, again, we have the High Priestess on the bottom of this card. Very, very psychic, very, very much to do with the soul as well. So I'm feeling that Spirit is wanting you to deliver some kind of message, something that is outside of the norm, some sort of message they want you to deliver in a really, really clear way. And again, the Hierophant, this is about delivering, the unclear, the esoteric and the mystical in quite a structured and grounded way as well. So, this card could be to do with feeling oppressed by normal rigid structures, but also enabling you, giving you that self-power to enable you to bring something down in a really, really clear way. Things that might seem quite illusory and quite confusing at the moment. So we have the 10 of Pentacles. I'm just getting a feeling of some of you might be in the capacity of being some sort of advisor. You could be a counselor. You could be being drawn to some kind of spiritual teaching kind of thing. It doesn't have to be counselor. Some of you could be tarot readers. you could work in any sort of spiritual field, anything where you're giving guidance to people. And this is about making the unreal. Again, I said, I talked about being grounded. This is about bringing it into reality. And I think it's about sharing with others as well, like being a resource for others as well, to share your knowledge with others. I think that's really, really important. That's what Spirit is directing you to right now. And I feel like, as I said, I meditated a door. I feel like this will open a new door for you, a new chapter in your life. And then we have the Fool. Now, this to me is about direct connection to Source, the energy of Source. It's zero, it's to do with the beginning. You're connecting directly to Source energy. Some of you might call it the All, some of you might call it God, whichever resonates with you really, but you are connecting to that. And by doing that, you're bringing through things in a really, really clear, precise way to people. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, to me, again, this is about clearing confusion. This is about seeing the unseen, things that were not really considered before. I'm drawn to this pentacle on the floor. This figure, he's looking at the pentacles here on the bush, but he hasn't really noticed this on the floor. This could be the key to something, the key to some knowledge that you need to give to people, which could also open doors for them as well. So I do sort of see you in some sort of advisory capacity. You're opening doors for yourself, but you're also opening doors for others as well. You're helping others as well. You're creating a service in that way. Wonderful. So I'm going to get some information about this from the Oracle decks now. So I'm going to go to this Hidden Worlds Oracle deck first. So Spirit, what is it you want people in Group 4 to know right now, please? But I do get a sense that a lot of you are probably quite wise, probably wise beyond your years as well. So we have here. So here we have the Green Man, Rising, Energy Surge, Fertility. Wow. I really feel like you're building something at the moment, Group 4. There's something that you're building and it's going to be really, really fertile. And again, as I said, it's going to open new doors for you. But it's opening new doors in the 3D. Something that's real, something that's going to flourish, something that's going to keep... It's like reproducing itself, but it's going to get bigger. It's going to expand as well. And this is because you have this direct connection to Source. I feel like you've probably got very, very open crown chakras, and that without realizing it, you're constantly getting messages, really, really clear messages. But they want you to communicate this, I feel. I feel like they want you to communicate this to others in order to help them. Very positive, Group 4. Okay, I'm going to go to... When you choose this deck, I think it's called the Cosmic Reading Cards. Again, I will provide the information in the comments below, or in the About section below, about the exact name and title and authors of the decks that I use for my readings, as I usually do anyway. So Spirit, what do you want people in Group 4 to know right now, please? What is important for them to know right now? And again, looking at this, for those of you with this Hierophant, when it might signify feeling oppressed, feeling restricted, I'm getting this energy of feeling oppressed and feeling restricted here. But what they're saying is not just to focus on this, focus on things that are limited. There are other options as well, as I'm seeing with this Pentacle here. So we have the Shadow Self. Wow. I feel that this is helping you with your Shadow Self, but also you're helping others uncover things about themselves. So possibly some of you might be very good at helping people with looking at their own shadow, helping people with shadow work in whichever way you want to do this. I feel that you have some sort of role with this because you are directly connected to Source. You have a direct connection to them and you can bring through wisdom. And I feel it's probably in quite a claircognizant way that you bring this through. So yeah, I feel that you really have a strong I feel that you have a strong role here. Spirit is highlighting the role that you have right now in helping people overcome their shadow, in really looking at themselves and setting themselves free from the shadow. But everyone has a shadow, but your role is really to illuminate and to make things clear for people, to make things less confused for people as well, to bring clarity for people and to bring them closer to source in whichever way you want to do that. But I do feel there's a strong spiritual slant on this. So you are definitely in some sort of advisory role, and it's to do with the shadow self. That's interesting. Doesn't necessarily have to be just about the shadow. It could be any other aspect of spirituality or anything really. But it's really highlighting the shadow as an important feature for a lot of you, I think. Okay, so I would like to know, please now, Spirit, what other advice do you have for people in group 4 about what you want them to know right now? Any additional advice about this, please? Okay. It's interesting, I had the shadow self card in, I think it might have been group 2. So you might find that those of you who chose group 4, you might find that group 2 might resonate with you as well, some aspects of it. So we have the 5 of Wands, followed by the Empress. I see yet new doors opening for you on Earth. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. It's really strange because this Page of Pentacles, I think he has appeared, this messenger has appeared in every single reading so far, if I'm not mistaken. At least 3 of them, I would say. So yeah, this is about, they want you to focus on, as I said before, grounding the messages that you were getting, grounding them. And this is about clearing confusion. We've got the 7 of Cups and we've got the 5 of Wands. This is all confused energy. And they want you to forge a path for yourself and for others through all this confusion. And yeah, deliver this message. And it's just about seeing a way forward really, really clearly on the earth plane. The Page of Pentacles, apparently, I think he's a student of the occult as well. So this is bringing things, you know, the occult wisdom down in a really, really possibly a methodical but a clear way to others. And what this is doing, this is opening up. This is opening new doors for people, new doors of creativity, abundance, and just feeling at home on the earth plane. Not just with money, with abundance, but everything to do with health, to do with spiritual health, to do with mental health, anything, you know, physical health as well. All these things that are really important. You know, to be spiritually, you know, elevated, we need to work on all elements as well. Physical health is really, really important. And I feel that you're providing this for yourself and for people. And it's really important for you to focus on that at the moment, group 4. So I'm going to get some more advice, please. Any more advice, please, Spirit, for people in group 4 about this, about what you want them to know right now, please. More advice, please. Yeah, we've got the 6 of Swords here. So definitely I'm getting a lot of transformational, but it's about moving on. It's about moving through choppy waters to calm waters. So this is what you're providing for yourself and for others. So we have the 4 of Swords. So yeah, this to me is creating space, creating calmer space in the mind. So yeah, you could possibly, you know, work with guided meditation. It's helping others with that as well. You could be helping them with meditation as well. And really to calm the mind. And then underneath here, we have the 5 of Swords. So I feel that, yeah, this is to do with negative mental energy. And I feel that what Spirit is saying is they want you to focus on the positive, or at least transmuting negative, unclear energy as well. It's kind of you're like freshening things up. So what they're saying is to do this for yourself, but also to do, I feel also you have a role in doing this for others as well. And yeah, this is going from this kind of, this distrust on the earth plane, distrust of others. You're transmuting this energy into something really, really positive and bountiful on earth. And then we have the Hermit card. And this is kind of alluding as well to the shadow self. This is really important. The Hermit is about deep self-exploration, self-analysis. It's like being a guiding light for yourself and for others. You're guiding, you're shining away a light through the darkness, uncovering. Remember, this is clear quartz. This is about clarity, providing clarity for yourself and others. Yeah, so you're helping people to explore themselves, explore the shadow as well. And also the good things as well that come from that. That's really important. I just feel that you are a beacon and you're lighting the way for people. I really see this because he's shining, he's holding this pentacle is almost glowing. The air's glowing around him. He's leading the way. He's leading the path. And we have this lantern as well. So yeah, you are shining a light. You are being a guide for others. I really feel you're being a guide for others, group 4. Okay, so I'm going to finish off with some oracle cards about this. So I'm going to go back to the Hidden Worlds oracle cards. So Spirit, any further advice about this, please? Any further advice, please, about this? We have kindred spirits, spirit companions, guides, comfort. This to me is telling me that you are really in tune with the elements of the earth around you. Also, spirit with your guides and everything like that. And I feel that in times where you need comfort, they are there and they're giving you that comfort. You might not realize it. You might realize it as well. But yeah, they're giving you guide, but they're giving you guidance as well. Okay, so you are very, very connected to your spirit guides, and it's important that you give yourself that time and that space to connect with them, because they will guide you and they will give you strength in helping yourself, and also providing clarity for yourself, but also in delivering these messages to others, these really, really important positive messages to others in the world. Very calm energy I'm getting from this group 4. So, going back to this deck, one last card, please. One last word of advice for people in group 4, Spirit, about what you want them to know right now. It's like what they're saying is listen to your intuition, because your intuition is true. This is your guides directly communicating with you. And the guides are high vibrational. This is high vibrational guides. It's positive, true messages that are coming through. And to be really discerning about that, it's really important to have I feel it's really important to have a clear aura. So possibly work on protecting yourself, grounding yourself is really important, because you've got this connection. I feel your crown chakra is very open. It's important to always ground yourself, protect yourself, so you are only getting through positive energies from positive high vibrational beings. And then to finish off, we have golden crown. What did I say about the crown chakra? Okay, really, really work on that. And again, what did I say? This is about positive. I see this gold. This is high vibrational. This is positive energy. Really, really work on protecting yourself and just getting through that positive golden light. You could visualize even golden light going through your crown chakra and cleansing away all the impurities, and being really discerning, only accepting messages from high entity beings that kind of, have that golden light about them. And it's really interesting looking at this Fool card. He's kind of immersed in golden light as well. It's to do, with purity, it's positivity. It's just the solar energy as well. It's connected to the all in a really, really, or source in a really, really pure, positive way. Lovely. Wow. Very interesting reading, group 4. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you liked it, please feel free to like, share and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you very much and goodbye.